This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Detroit Pistons preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. The Pistons to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the 1.
Get up, he's 3.
Now here's Ilyasova. Drummond a screen. Clock at 4. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. The 17-footer. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Dunleavy's got the first points up on the board here for Chicago. Jennings dishes to Drummond. They set the pick. The pass to Ilyasova. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Outside Rose. Pass to Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got his second basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Jennings passes to Drummond. It's back to Jennings. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Ilyasova inside the line, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
And they're on the break, pushing it up. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
Here's Dunleavy. He's got 5. He dishes it to Butler. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Ilyasova. Gasol with the steal. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, he had a nice open look right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Jennings. Drummond with a screen on Rose. Jennings drives in, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Jennings has got his first 2 points. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls out front, leading by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Check it out.
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA at this age.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Brooks is out there with Heinrich, and it's Mirotic in at the three. And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jackson.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's Mirotic, and he gets it to go.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Baines. That flees off the pick and hammers it home.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, he just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Gibson. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Brooks with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Mirotic kicks to Gibson. Noah dishes to Heinrich. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. A rebound by Johnson. Pistons trailed by 3. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Great, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Free throw good for Morris. A different look here for Detroit. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Ilyasova comes in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Jody Meeks. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. Butler, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Gibson, and stolen by Jennings. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jackson passes to Drummond. Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago leading. Now Rose. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And again, no good by Chicago. Outside Jennings. And Drummond kicks to Jennings. From downtown. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point they pushed the lead up to 7. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half, but that's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Here's Caldwell Pope. Johnson in the corner. Drummond the screen. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. To the paint. To tie. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got the first basket of the second half here for the Pistons. Outside Rose. Butler is screen on Johnson. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Rose can't get that one to fall. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Jennings with the ball. Butler covering. There's a good screen. And that one's good.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Chicago trailing here. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
a quick look at some stats for Noah. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 7 points per, 9 rebounds and 4 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Jody Meeks comes in for Johnson. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Rose. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Gasol a screen. Butler attacking. A wide open look for Gasol. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Noah. The Pistons trail it. It's Jennings with the drive. Over in the corner, Meeks. Pistons passing it around. Jennings dishes to Meeks. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Gasol, a screen on Jennings. Jennings against Brooks. Outside Butler. Pulls up. Detroit with the rebound.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive efforts from both on the back end.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
A rebound by Caldwell Pope. Pistons leading by 3. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Drummond a screen. Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond. This is to Caldwell Pope. Offline with his 3. Bulls trail by 3. And here's Brooks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. With 4 seconds on the clock, he lays it in. Jennings. No good. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Pistons ahead, up 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Pistons shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. So for Chicago right now, Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Near the 3-point line, it's Dunleavy. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dunleavy's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Bulls. Jackson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Jackson against Rose. Morris kicks to Jackson. Meeks dishes to Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Jackson drives in. Shot no good. Rose with some nice D. Butler on the wing. Plenty of space. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Passes it to Ilyasova. The dish to Johnson. And Meeks kicks to Drummond. He feeds it to Meeks. Ball's knocked loose. A three from Johnson, and that one's good. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 24. A minute 42 left in the game. Here's Rose. Left side, Butler. Shot on the wing. Yes. And it's Rose with the assist that time. 8 points for Butler.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 2. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Left in the fourth quarter. Rose against Jackson. Feeds it to Ilyasova. Ball rumored by Detroit. Johnson kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Butler. Jumper off the screen. Rebound Andre Drummond.
He's not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Johnson attacking. It's Jackson atop the key. The feed now to Drummond. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Chicago calls timeout. For the Pistons, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Jody Meeks. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. And a change for the Bulls. Noah's checked in. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rose passes to Dunleavy. Rose goes in. Yes!
I tell you what, this is the white-hot version of Derrick Rose right now.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Ilyasova screen on Rose. Jennings against Rose. Here's Drummond. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
Chicago calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, go Detroit Pistons.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rose. Noah with a screen on Jennings. To win the game. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. competition and neck-and-neck basketball action. This one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And it's Chicago to start out. And no shortage of excitement here. And we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Johnson is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Baines in its second. They now take the lead. Caldwell Pope's got the first basket here in overtime for Detroit.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams. And it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. 1:37 left to play in the first overtime. Against Rose. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Here's Baines. Caldwell Pope dishes to Baines. Morris kicks to Jackson. It's deflected. Stolen by Noah. And there's the pass to Dunleavy. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish.
They set the screen. Jackson drives in. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you got to be in control when you go to the rack. You can't just run guys over.
A different look here for Detroit. Drummond comes in for Aaron Baines. And it's Ilyasova in for Morris. And the Bulls making a change also. Butler's checked in. And for the Bulls, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Rose. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
That's one way he can do it, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
triple. This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now here's Rose. Butler up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Here he takes the screen. Here's Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Can't capitalize on the good pick. Jackson with it. Here's the pick. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, a nice win for you tonight, Joe Kim. What was the attitude of the team coming into this game and just in general?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We just got to keep going. You know, it's a work in progress. And, you know, we just got to keep fighting and get as many W's as possible.
Congratulations, Joe Kim. We appreciate it. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, as Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Derrick Rose. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
This was a complete performance we witnessed here tonight. Hey, Shaq, check this out. On offense and defense, don't you think he led his team better than anyone we've seen in a long time?
Yeah.
He's got to be worn down because all that effort on every possession, it'll tire you out.
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused and determined effort. And this effort is the biggest reason they're walking away with this win, Ernie, Kenny.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.